Hello again, welcome back to Lily Lulu. My name's Karen. Welcome if you're new here, you're very welcome. And if you haven't seen me before and you enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a like and maybe consider subscribing. It really helps my young channel. And if you are a returning visitor, welcome back and thank you for choosing to spend time with me again today. So today I have got some flyers that have come through the post, junk mail, and I'm going to collage on them so that they can be used for tags and journal cards in journals. So I'm going to use my scrap pile that I've still got in front of me. I'm going to use these, and now obviously these are quite flimsy when you start off. But by the time you've layered up some collage, it's a bit like doing a masterboard, but on a slightly smaller scale. By the time you've layered up all of your collage pieces and then you've backed it with something, it ends up quite a substantial piece. So I just need to let the dogs out. Sorry, I'll be back in a sec. And I'm back again. Sorry about that. So, yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So like this one, you know, once that's been collaged, we can probably cut it in half that way and we'd have a couple of journal cards or even pockets. You could even use them as pockets. Same with that one. That one could probably be a couple of tags. So yeah, anything that comes through my door doesn't go to waste. I use it one way or another. Even those really glossy sorts of, you know, the magazine type things you get through the door, I use them for, what do I use them for? I use them for glue books. So let's start with this one and we'll just start ripping and sticking and see how we get on. So got some music paper there, got some digitals, got a bit of paper from a pad, I've got some book page, no not book page, tea dyed paper, a few more digitals there, and some dictionary page, some floral paper there. That should be enough to get going. So this dictionary page is lovely, and I'm working on my glue mat to try and stop my cutting mat getting absolutely ruined. So, oh look, that's the one where I was playing with the gold embossing powder in a previous video. That was a video inspired by Julie at Camellia Crafts Designs, where we made book page pockets and tags, and she used embossing powder to decorate them and then stuck bits on, and I copied her. There is a video on this channel if you'd like to take a look, and that video obviously links back to Julie's. So let's have a look. What else are we going to put on? Let's put some of this on. Just want to take off the straight edges. I prefer the torn edges on collage. So, oh, actually I like that side better. I'll do that side. So I'm just sticking these down with my glue stick, because however I end up using these, I will almost certainly be stitching around them with the sewing machine, and I often, when I do collage, I do often paint over it when I finished with some watered down PVA. Oh, I've got glue all over my fingers. and I'm making everything mucky. Yeah, I usually go over the top with some watered down PVA glue, so that just you know, helps make sure everything does actually stick. So I'm not too worried about the glue stick not being enough to do the job. Let's have a bit of this. So I hope everybody's well and happy and managing to do some crafting. I'd love to know what you're working on, and also I would love to know if there's anything in particular that you would like to see me try or tackle or share on this channel. I do have ideas of what I'd like to do, but it's always nice, you know, to hear from your audience and see if, you know, there might be something that you'd love to see that I would never even have thought of. So please do let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. I've been working very hard over the last few days in my actual business. I took a break for a little while for various reasons, and I'm trying to get back to it slowly. So I've been spending the last couple of days, you know, giving that some attention. So it's nice to get back to relaxing with a bit of glue and paper and sticking. So it's very therapeutic, I think, doing a bit of collage. And I'm going to need something to hide that little gap there. I did come on to do some collage the other day, or I intended to make a video doing some collage, but when I sat down to do it, I just didn't feel like doing collage, just wasn't inspired, and so I did something else. But usually when you lose your mojo, collage is really the best thing to you know, get you back at it, sort of thing. So I don't know what that was all about, don't know what was going on there, but yeah, the last few days I really have lost my mojo, and every time I've sat down to craft, I've just sort of been looking at my things and thinking, oh, what should I do? So very strange, but don't start quite whinging again, dogs, you've just been out. So I've still got my daughter's dog here as well. So they do rile each other up. They do. Max is a little bit calmer when she's here. Gives him something else to think about, but they do wind each other up. A little bit of something there. Covering up all my lovely gold. Oh, I'm sticking to everything. It's the only trouble with glue stick. But I don't like PVA either, because it just makes everything soggy and wrinkled, and obviously art glitter glue is quite expensive, so you don't really want to be using that constantly. Right, let's see if we can find some little bits to go on over the edges of everything. Let's see what else I've got here. Well, that would be quite nice once it's finished. Probably the wrong way there, but what have I got here? A little bit down there. Can go there. I try when I'm collaging not to even think about colours or shapes or anything. I just try to stick everything down because it is going to end up as a background. You know, you can make this how you want it when you come to use it, really, by decorating and embellishing. And I find I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so if I start thinking about things, I'll be here all day looking for the right piece, you know. So I do try to just not even really look at what I'm doing, just stick it down, get it covered up, and then worry about what it looks like when I come to use it. I'm just looking for some more little bits to stick over all the joins. These pieces are all too big. A little bit there. Oops. Ah, everything's sticking to me. See that now I'm looking at that because I've said that to you. And as I'm looking, I've stuck this piece over these flowers, which I really don't like. So if I'd have been thinking about that when I did it, I'd have been, ooh, umming and ahhing. But in reality, once this is cut up and used, I'll be decorating that with something. You won't even see that. So that's what I mean. I would be here all day thinking, oh, I don't want to put that there, and you know, that's going to cover that up, and that's not going to look nice there. Whereas really you just need to get on and do it. And you know, when you come to use it, all those things that you're wasting all that time thinking about won't even be noticeable or visible when you come to use your piece, because of the way you will decorate it. That's my theory anyway. Just seeing what other little bits I've got here on my table. I need to get out, I've got a little envelope somewhere with lots of little tiny pieces of ephemera in. I think I need to get that out. Is that enough for now? Let's just leave that to one side for now and do another one, so I can come back and decorate that. I think I have covered all of the background, so that's actually quite a big piece. That could be used as the back. So I could stick that on, you know, because you could still journal over that because it is quite quite light. So yeah, maybe I'll stick that down on the back. That'll be another job done. Still not straight. Mind you, it doesn't really matter because these are all going to be chopped up anyway, and I can, you know, worry about the edges then. So that's the backing on that one. So what we're going to start with now. Another big piece. No, not on my glue mat at all. So which way up does that go? Does it matter? Probably not going to matter anyway, is it? Let's do it around that way. And let's have a little bit of blue trim there. I don't keep going off camera because I've got this mat. I keep hiding the edge of my my cutting mat, and that's my guide, you know, as to where I'm in frame. So just making sure that's not too sticky there. Let's a bit more of this. And a little bit more of this. Got some birdie paper here. And there's no right and wrong way. All birdies are up all sorts of ways. What are you doing, dogs? Leave that alone. Dogs are going through my basket of papers down there. Don't know what they're after. There's nothing in there for you. I'll just stick that one on there. There's my lovely gold dictionary page. Like a bit of sparkle. Got a bit more of that. Everything's sticking to me again. So this one I've gone over the edge of the base piece. So obviously I will trim that all off once it's a bit drier. Pop that there. And got no music on that one. Do I have any music here? Was that the only little piece I had? And as I say, these are going to be layered up even more because I will, when I come to decorate them, I will be sticking more things on. So, oh, I don't think I have any more music to hand. Oh, what's this? Oh yes, I do, look. Oh, just giving myself a paper cut rubbing that. Sorry, I keep going silent as I'm doing this. So normally I sit and do this. It's like meditating, isn't it? Just sitting here, sticking and not really thinking about anything. And then I keep thinking, oh yeah, camera's running, Karen. Say something. Just everything's got straight edges that I'm picking up, so I'm just having a ripping time, getting some nice torn edges in. So I need something up there with that one. Do I want more music, or just have a little strip there? I'm sorry if you can hear that noise in the background. The dogs are playing with their ball. They're picking it up and dropping it for each other. Very cute, but it's a bit annoying listening to that boing, 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 boing all the time. Should have some more flowers up there. I think that will do for that one. So again, we'll leave that to one side to dry. A lot of twos in that sentence. Right. Oh, as I picked up that music paper, it went right between my fingers and it's made a tiny cut there. I can't even see it, but I can feel it. Right, now, what's next? Let's do this one. Got some paper with bluebirdies on there, so I'll start with this and use some of that, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go slightly over the edges, and then I will trim these later with my chopper. So right, just going to have to let the dogs out again. So I will be back in a second, excuse me. And I'm back again. I don't know how long we'll have peace for, but they're out there happily at the moment. So get this bit down in the corner, I think. Might be better that way. I'm not even paying attention really to which way is the right way up, because I don't know how these are going to be used once we're done. So a bit of strip of music along there. Didn't really need to go right down there, did I? Pop that there. Few more roses. Are they roses? I think they're also, oh no, it's not a rose, is it? And I'm covering that one up. Right, let's go over here and we'll find something else for there. Any more dictionary page? Yes. Oh, I just love this dictionary page. It's like buttery when you rip it. It's just, oh, so yummy. Which way should we go? Might go that way for change. Just looked up there to see how long I'd been filming, and it said 2 minutes, and I thought, ah, and then I remembered I just stopped to let the dogs out, didn't I? So, little mini panic there. Would that be better to go around that way? Yeah. That way. Oh, I've got a line there now. Can't have that. A little bit more of this blue I had on the other one. It'd be very helpful if it would stop sticking to my fingers. Oh dear, there's Max is off. Somebody's walking along the side of the fence. He does not like that. Sorry for the noise, but you don't really want to listen to me shouting at him from here either. Right, let's... where I want that now. There, over the blank piece. Alright, what else can I grab? Any more bits here? How many have we done so far? This is number 3. I need some smaller bits. I don't want that. I'm just looking for some different paper. Let's have a bit more of this browny birdy one. Should have thought of doing that first. Right. Little bit down there. Don't want to waste anything. Need a little bit of something down there. Cover that up. That needs a dab more glue. Then we need some bits going along. Uh-oh, I can hear another dog barking in the distance. That's probably going to set them off again in a minute. So I apologise for any barking that may ensue. Just have a bit of lined paper here. I'll show it that way. Oh, I don't want to cover that birdie up though. No, I don't know. I don't think I want that lined paper on there. Might have a bit up there. Maybe a bit along here, just because. Right, I'm going to leave that one now because I think that needs finishing when it's decorated. So I've done 1, 2, 3. Should do one more, and then I will. Let's just do a little one, and then I'll go off camera and stitch round. Well, no, I won't stitch round them yet. I'll back them and leave them to dry, and then I will cut them into the, once they're dry, I'll come back and cut them into the sort of sizes that I think we're going to be using them for. Then we'll stitch around them, and then I'll probably decorate them when I use them, which is my usual trick, isn't it? But at least I'll have a few more bits of ephemera in my stash now. Over the last few sessions, I've managed to get a few bits made, so quite pleased with that. I think this one's probably the perfect size as it is, so this one won't need cutting down. I'll be able to just use this as it is, the size it is, as a journal card or maybe a pocket or something. So that's good. Stick that along there. And then I'm sorry, lady, I'm going to have to cover your face up. I know it's not very nice, but you're not what we want for our journals, unfortunately. Keep losing my wipes. Right, got some of that, got some of that. What haven't we used? Oh, a bit of music paper again. Let's grab some of that. Up in the corner. Max, be quiet. And what else? Oh, that would be quite nice up in the corner. I'm going to have a real good tidy up after this. I've got stuff absolutely everywhere. Max, be quiet. Quiet. Sorry about that. Somebody's unloading their van in the garages behind us, in the car park by the garages behind us, and Max really isn't very happy about it. Got little bits of paper all over the floor, little bits of paper stuck to my fingers. Telltale signs of collaging. Let's get that there. Save that one. Right, what else does this need? Oh, let's have a bit of this. that'll do for now. Right, I'm going to pause there and I'm going to leave those to dry, and then I'll come back and we'll chop them up and back them, decide what we're going to do with them. So I will see you again in a little while. I'm back again. So these are dry now. So my next step is to back them. So this is what they look like. That one I forgot, I've started backing it. And then while I was waiting for those to dry, I did 3 more off camera. It's got that one, and that one. So I'm just gonna use my chompy chopper now to cut these down, and then I'll come back and back them all with you. So I'll just be a sec. Okay, I've trimmed the edges and then I started cutting them down, and I thought you might want to see what these look like before I actually cut them into the sort of sizes I'm going to be using. So this was the one of the long pieces. So obviously I've just cut that in half so that I've got 2 either journal cards or tags. So I'll do the same with this one. Because obviously it's far too long to use as it is. And then I've got this one, which again is going to be too big for a journal page on its own. So I'll probably cut it across there and maybe use it as 2 pockets, or yeah, I'll probably cut it across there in the first instance. And then when I come to use it, I might even want to cut it down further and use them as little tiny tucks or things. So I think these will all be the same. I'll just chop them across the middle for now, and then decide how I'm going to be using them when I come to use them. And then that one is already backed and down to side. I don't know if you can see, but you can actually see the writing that was on the back of that. But I don't mind that because, I mean, these are for junk journals. And I think it's quite nice not to hide the fact that these things are made from, you know, stuff that would otherwise go in the bin. So I'm just going to back these now. So I need some sort of plain-ish paper that can be journaled on. So I'm just rummaging again amongst my offcuts to see what I've got that I might be able to use. I know I've got some packaging paper over there that I could use. Oh, there's a couple of, that one's done, so that one's done. That's too big. I wonder if that will go on there. Is that the same size? Right, so we can use that one on there. So let's just bring that back in. I think it's really interesting when you know, do collage masterboards or things like this. You know, you're just randomly, haphazardly sticking scraps of paper onto your, you know, whatever you're using as your masterboard, as it were. And then when you trim the edges and, you know, cut things down to size, it's amazing how different they look and how sort of it makes them seem more cohesive. So that's that one done. And as I say, probably before I come to use these, I'll probably just give these a bit of a going over with some watered down PVA with a paintbrush, just to, you know, seal them a bit and give them a bit more protection. And then obviously they'll be decorated as well. There'll be a focal point on each piece to be used. So that needs a further trim. This one is too small for those. I might get both of those in there. So let's see, will they both fit? Will it just be too short? Right, we can definitely pop one on. Obviously these are curling up as I'm sticking them down now. They will flatten down. I'll leave them under a book or something and they will flatten down. That's literally just a sliver too short, so I will pop that on there and then trim this edge off once it's dry again. I can smell next door's dinner cooking. I haven't got mine on yet. It's getting a bit late now as well, but I wanted to get on with these and get them finished. So that's another two done. So let's see what I can use for the others. Have I got any more scraps? Or shall I use the packaging paper? Just grab the packaging paper. And obviously it's not going to be perfectly smooth, but again, I don't mind that because I like it. You know, it is a junk journal. It is made of junk. Although we do add in other beautiful things that are new, whether that's, you know, digitals or ribbons, sari silk, you know, charms, things that we've actually bought to use in our journals. It's nice to see that some of these elements are actual junk that we have reused. You know, sort of a nod to how junk journals came about. So will that one fit on there? Yeah, right, that one done. That one's done. Losing track now of which ones I've done and which I haven't. They're all done. So you need to go over there. So it's just these two. So let's just open that up. And I'll get those two on here. And then we'll go back to the chompy chopper. Right, I might need to get another glue stick out. And again, as long as these are stuck for now, I'm not worried about them being, you know, 100% secure, because I will be stitching around these. before I use them. Right, so I just pause again now and chop these down to the sizes that I think I will be using. So I'll be back again in a sec. Okay, I'm back again. So I'm just going to show you now what we've ended up with now that I've chopped and backed all of these. So that's 1, 2, these will probably go this way, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces of ephemera there that can either be used as pockets or journal cards or tags, and obviously some of these could even be, you know, cut up again to make more than one item. So from, what was that, I think it was 5 pieces of junk mail, we've ended up with all of those items. So I think that's quite a good day's work. So I hope you enjoyed watching that. You will see these pieces reappear as I use them throughout my journals. I think I'm just going to leave them as they are for now and not stitch around them in case I do want to cut any down, you know, further. I may stitch around them at that time. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it there for now because we've done quite a lot today, and watch out for them in upcoming videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed watching that. I'll be back again soon with another video, but in the meantime, take care and thanks for joining me. Bye bye.